no mercy we deal. Tear the mask off, expose what's real. Pumpkin grins, knives at hand. Halloween vows are haunted instead. Haunted honeymooners screams in the air. We stalk the dark, no nightmares spare. Truth in the terror, no sugar, no lies. In our blackened world, every fear dies. Every fear
Well, hello.
Hey guys.
It's been a minute.
4 years.
Yeah, has it been? It hasn't been that long
4 years.
since we've been on.
Yep.
No.
Since we've done like the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
4
Wow.
years.
4 years. Well, welcome back to us. This is we're excited. I'm excited. I know she's excited. A lot of changes. A lot of new stuff.
Good changes.
But
or at least for us.
New stuff, but also old stuff in a weird way. We'll get into it. We'll talk about it. Well, right now, because that's the whole purpose of this is we wanted to do a welcome back video for us and give everybody an idea as to why we're back, what we're doing as we come back, and all of that good jazz. And then here very shortly, we are going to release our first ever haunt review in apparently 4 years.
Yeah.
Crazy as that
I think
still
it's 4,
sounds
yeah.
to me. The first review of a haunted attraction
Hot
in
minute.
quite some time, Portals of Fear.
Yeah.
So
And that was a fun one too.
it was a fun one. But before we get into all that, let's get into what we said we were going to get into.
Yep.
And that is what we're doing while we're back and all of that good jazz. So
So we're going to start with the why.
yeah, let's start with the why. Do you want to take the first point?
Well, first of all, we missed it. We never didn't miss it. It just got a little
Cloudy?
cloudy. A lot of money, kids starting school, little less time. And it honestly just became more of a job for a second than it was what we enjoyed because of the way it had changed and we're getting back to the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah. It honestly it got bigger than I think we really initially thought that it would.
Or intended.
And I don't think that we were 100% ready for some of the different things that were thrown at us. And we took some paths that in hindsight maybe weren't the best decisions. And that was part of the reason that we stepped away from it. Obviously the kids as well was a big aspect of it, but we have grown, we have matured, we have learned a good bit in these, still crazy to say, 4 years that we have been away, and we are excited and we are ready to come back for it. And another reason that we're coming back is even after 4 years, crazy as it sounds, I don't believe it half the time. People still ask about it. Talking Scared.
Listen, so we just recently went to a few haunts that we've never attended before, and they remembered who we were, specifically who this guy was. So,
I have a really ugly mug.
And it was from watching us. It wasn't from actual personal interaction. It was our first time being there. So, I don't know. Just we get those interactions a lot and pretty often. And it's not something we ever really wanted to give up, but it was something that needed to happen for what it was at the time.
Yeah. And now that that's passed and, and we're ready to step forward, we're excited to come back. But we did a lot of thinking before we came back. We didn't want to just hop back into it with the same old song and dance that it was. When we originally started this, we used to say all the time that it was consumer reviews by the consumer for the consumer. And I feel like we lost our path on that a good bit.
By the end of it.
And so I think that's hitting more on reasons that we left. We'll talk more about what we're doing to fix that here
Yeah.
shortly. But there was a lot of interest in Talking Scared, which was something that we never really imagined would be the focal point of everything. Truly was, man. Talking Scared put everything on the back burner to it.
It was a good idea, huh?
It was a good idea. And that and even now I think about, I'm excited to do the reviews again. I'm excited to do it with the new formula.
Scared.
I am really excited about Talking Scared coming back, and that's going to be very soon. First guest is already lined up, chomping at the bits, and we're stoked. We'll announce who that is shortly.
Not yet,
but
you gotta
soon.
wait. You gotta keep up with us. You gotta come back.
Yeah. But yeah. So Talking Scared was definitely the one that was the biggest drawback, and we are very excited to bring that back. And it's going to have some oldness and some newness. The Battle of the Five is coming back.
It will be back.
I am excited. I'm ready. Fresh records for everyone. There's no chant. There's no nothing. It's an absolute chaos.
The new arena is an abandoned warehouse.
Yeah, the new arena is cool. We have some really some awesome things in store for that, and some new segments that are going to be a part of Talking Scared. Talking Scared is going to evolve a little bit into the next phase of it, and I'm excited to see that. With that being said, though, one thing that we are doing as a change is, we loved Frighteningly Metal. We loved the fact that we can still say to this day that we put on a 5-band rock festival inside of a haunted attraction. That happened. We did that thanks to Frighteningly Metal. We're not talking about the other one. I don't know why you're bringing that up. But that was amazing, and it would have never happened without Frighteningly Metal. And it was an awesome concept. It was a lot of fun. But we don't have time for it. It didn't really take
off, and we don't have the time for everything.
Yeah, and it isn't worth the amount of time and effort it takes to put that together, to bring that back. So Frighteningly Metal, and honestly, the metal side of things for the most part is going to be gone.
Unless you are a metal band that has horror in all of your videos or in your actions. That's going to be it, because that would be a Talking Scared point. But
no, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of where we are with that. We're letting the metal side of things go. We're sticking to our roots. Again, part of the issues I think we saw with Talking Scared version 1.0,
we expanded beyond our reach.
Too much. There was too much going on at times, and it kind of got other things clouded and lost away. And another reason we're coming back, and we don't want to come back and upset people on day one. That is not the intention.
No, but this is our reasoning and our process.
Yeah, this is our belief.
So with our reviews, we believe that in and of ourselves, not just anything else going on around us, that at the end of what was happening, because of the friendships and the relationships and the connections we were making with people, and the fact that they knew we were coming, and this, that, and the other, and we'll go on about that. But we started pandering to the haunt more than we did to the consumer when it came to reviews.
They turned into haunt advertisements more than they turned into reviews. For not all of them, but for a lot of them.
For a lot.
And it became difficult at times to really...
to rate them properly.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention the haunt by name, but there's one review in particular I can think of towards the end of the last season that we were around.
And we felt really bad about what we put out.
Yeah, because I don't know.
It wasn't us.
It was a bad haunt. I mean, there's just no other way around it. And I know everybody acts like you're not allowed to say that. You can't say every haunt's good. You got to find something nice to say. It's just... and
there was some nice things to say, but...
there wasn't much, though.
As a whole, it was a bad haunt.
And it's not always true that every haunt is awesome.
No.
And... haunts are becoming more of a premium price every single day. And while I don't have issue with that in and of itself...
you have to bring premium experience if you're going to have a premium price.
Yeah. And I think that just not being willing to sometimes step back, and if you want to do this, if you want to be a quote unquote reviewer of these things, and you want to be involved in this side, you have to be able to step back sometimes and say, hey, this was a bad show.
Yeah.
This was not worth $30, $40, $50, $60, $70 if you got fast pass. And if you're going to charge prices like that, you have to bring it. You can't have little excuses, man. You don't go out to eat and order a $30 sirloin and it be absolute shit and then just be like, well, there was a lot of heart in that steak.
Well, and it's a matter of consistency too.
You know, and they tried really hard. They had to order it.
You're not changing your pricing based off of what the experience could be. You're charging the same price, so we need the experience to be the same experience.
So, and I feel that in some cases when it's there's nothing wrong with places and organizations wanting to do walkthroughs and let the hunts know that they're coming and have those friendships with them. I really truly I don't have a problem with that. I just don't slap a review on it as well because you can't be fair. You can't be fair with it. Yeah. You just can't. It's not possible, man. It's like having somebody shake your hand, give you a bunch of free stuff, and then you're slapping them in the face by saying, yeah, you know, I appreciate it, but it all sucked. Right. And it just doesn't happen. And I can also say this, and this is the biggest part of it that really opened my eyes and really woke me up to it. And I feel really passionate about this. It's not the same show. I've done walkthroughs. I've done a lot of walkthroughs. And I've went to the exact same haunts as just regular Joe Blue haunt customer. And it's not the same show. And so to base, you know, what you really thought about a place based off of that level of experience versus what the average person is having, it's not right. You know, it's not cool.
Are awesome if you're a looky-loo that's scared to death to go in these things but love to look at them, kind of like our son.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great, but if you're trying to judge your experience, we don't want to do those anymore.
Yeah, for us,
we feel like it's false advertisement.
For us, it's two different things now. And we chose not to go on to that path of really focusing on being more pro-haunt. Not that we're anti-haunt at all. We love it. We don't ever want to have to say anything bad about any haunted house.
Absolutely not.
And I'm not going to get into it, but I can tell you this much. I'm super excited about Portals of Fear because I have a lot of great things to say about Portals of Fear.
It was so fun.
But you know, that's for a different time. It's two different things. And when we want to be consumer based, that's what we were when we started. And that's what we're going to be moving forward. Yes. And again,
back to the basics.
Yes. And serious apologies if that stepped on any toes. It's not
not intended. That's just our new directive.
Just our humble opinion. And when push comes to shove, who the fuck am I? Seriously. It don't matter that much. But getting back to what we're saying, and no more partnerships. Not that we haven't absolutely loved some of the stuff that we've been able to do with people in the past, and not that we wouldn't, you know, for like a one night event or a very temporary thing, maybe hook up with somebody and do something for a second. But as far as like a long-term permanent, I'm going to slap your logo on me, slap your logo on mine. We're not doing that anymore, because that also puts you in a position that you feel like you're limited on stuff that you can do. And I can give you a direct example without having to.
We had a couple of our own where we couldn't review anymore, and it was places that, you know, I felt like deserved a review.
It's not even that, but hooking up with different social media groups and slapping you. When you slap somebody else's label on yourself like that, it puts you in a position that they're saying that they, you know, believe for the most part in what you're doing. And I can think of one instance in particular, and I don't have to name anybody at all, and be able to talk about why I don't want to do partnerships anymore. We had an interview with a warlord that we put on one of our season finales. And
that's not something other people may be gung-ho about.
It's a little catchy. I mean, it's a little risky. I get
General Butt Naked.
General Butt Naked.
YouTube if you would like to go check it out.
You know, it wasn't for everybody. And one of the people that we were partnered with had issue with it and had issue with wanting to move forward with stuff. And just in hindsight, I was just, it's not worth it.
No.
Because then it's no offense to them at all.
They're different. To change who you are. And I don't expect them to, neither should they expect me to, kind of thing. So
So
it's better to just be singular so you can put out the content that you wish to put out.
yeah, exactly. So that I think kind of addresses all of that good stuff and what that's going to look like in the future.
Oh, and not to say that we aren't going to allow people from different haunts and stuff onto Talking Scared when we say we're not going to build the relationships that we did quite the way we did with people in order to give consumer pointed reviews. We are still going to be able to spotlight people. We're still going to have our Haunt Actor of the Year come back starting next year. And next year is what makes it 4 years, 2026, which is when we're really going to get started on all this, which is also Christmas. So we'll talk about that too.
But now, as far as the who's going to be a part of this moving forward, we're getting again, we're back to the absolute
basics.
elementary basics of this. It is me and
Family.
Trish, and we do have one more, Serenity.
She will
our
be
daughter,
in every now and then when she does stuff to tell you what the kid perspective is, because I think that's important too.
So she's actually, and we're going to have a mini condensed. We'll probably include her in on somebody else's episode of Talking Scared, but she did 2 really cool things this year.
She did, and she's so proud of it.
She is, man. Number one, she went to her first ever haunted house. I took her to St. Albans Haunted Trail, and she did really well with it. She had a couple hiccups, but for the most part, she had an absolute blast. Loved it, had fun. And last night, as a matter of fact, last night, as far as when I am currently recording this, she worked in her first ever haunted house that just so happened to be designed and built by me, which was really, really cool. I will get in.
Which is what he's wanted to do for forever.
We're going to do a whole video on that and what that was here in the very near future. But Serenity, our oldest, is going to be she's going to do the St. Albans Haunted Trail review with me. She'll be taking Trish's seat for that particular go around.
I was not there. She is me.
Yeah, and that's, and we're going to do a little mini episode of Talking Scared so she can talk about what it was like to be a haunt actress for her first night and some of the cool things that she got to do. So Serenity will be officially joining the crew, and I'm excited to bring her on. That's very, very cool. Also, I want to talk about something else real quick before we move on from the past that's going to be a little different moving forward. So I used to cuss and swear on everything.
Yes.
Just because that's how I talk. And
it is, but we can also turn it off. We've done it very easily in times.
So, moving forward, I want the reviews to have a more professional feel to them. I want the haunts, if they choose to be able to share that and let people know where to go with it. They
can't do that if it's vulgar and profane.
Yeah, so Talking Scared is going to be a wild animal. It's going to be what it is.
Whatever it is.
We're not worried about any type of controlling of the tongue
now,
or anything like that.
Talking Scared is completely recorded now, so we won't have so many, oh my goodness, hiccups that we have had in the past that we will not get into. But it takes a lot of the, what are they going to say, out of it for us, and that's a little bit more self-assuring.
Yeah, but primarily, I wanted to say that the haunt reviews are going to be on the same reviews at times, so you're not going to have to worry about that anymore.
No, it'll
all be separate and clean and have its own little area. So next season will be when we hit things full force. We do have a few things we're throwing out this year. Obviously, we've got the Portals of Fear review we've already talked about. Have, I think, 4 or 5 more reviews that we'll be doing this year as well that will be released shortly. Talking Scared, I'm thinking about 1.5 to 2 weekish. We should be having.
We're almost there. We've got so much set up already.
We should have a release date for it real soon.
And
but it should be within a week and a half, 2 weeks or so is about what we're thinking for that. So 2025 is going to be a little limited. We're not doing. We're going to have Talking Scares out on Mondays, just like we used to do. Doesn't have a particular time. It's just going to be sometime on Mondays, and it's not necessarily going to be weekly. It's really just going to kind of depend on how much we have and what we have going on as to how many we do. There might be some months where it's weekly. There might be some months where there's 1, 2, 3 episodes. It's just going to kind of vary.
It's going to vary with our business and with the clientele's business too, because if there is a cancellation, we're not going to bust our butts to
And
try
panic
and
and try and
get
throw somebody in
somebody
real quick.
immediately and redo an entire show within 2 hours. We're not doing that. We're going to give you a crisp, clean show.
Yeah. So we'll see how all of that pans out. And then we're not going to do cutoffs on it like we used to do, where we'd stop doing it during haunt season. If we can squeeze in an episode and we got time for it, and we got the guests, we're gonna run it all year and just run it when we can, and at least have. I want to have for sure at least 2 episodes a month. I'd be rather disappointed if we were only shooting out 1, but somewhere between 2 to 4, I think, is what you can honestly expect each month with Talking Scared.
And if you are interested in contacting us about your opportunity to be on Talking Scared, it is going to be a little more vetted this year. Please send us a personal message on our Facebook accounts, or you can email us at hauntedhoneymooners@gmail.com with the tagline, "Attention, Talking Scared."
Yep. And then the 2025 season, like I said, we'll have a few things we're doing out. Focusing these haunt reviews that we're doing too is a little bit of a test run for us.
Yes.
To kind of finalize exactly how we want things to look and exactly how we're going to do things moving into the 2026 season, where we are going to go full tilt with everything again. So we will be in 2026. We're bringing back the actress and actor of the year.
Yep.
We're bringing back haunt of the year,
Yep.
and possibly some other little side shout outs that we might do come that time as well. Just we have plenty of time to think about it, but no awards this year or anything like that. This is
the start of a new.
Think of this as like preseason.
Yeah, this is preseason for the return.
We're trying to fine tune a few things and make sure that
we just got the quarterback back. We're trying to give him a few minutes.
Yeah. That's the quarterback. It's not me. You would think that it's me, and it does kind of feel like at times, maybe. But I'm the backup quarterback. This is the quarterback right here. This guy. Also, we have a brand new friend to introduce you to. Let me hold on one second. This is I'm excited.
I'm excited to introduce.
We lied already because we said who, and we only mentioned you, me, and Serenity. We forgot all about Clive.
Our caretaker. Clive.
Yeah, here, let me introduce you. Clive has already done a few things. He's probably annoyed it's taken me this long to click on him. He has done our new intro for the haunted house reviews. So I guess I can give you a little tidbit of what the new haunted house reviews are going to look like. It's the smallest of tidbits. More importantly, I want to introduce you to Clive. So here you go. That's enough for me. Here's Clive.
This is a haunted Honeymooners Haunt Review. James and Trish were not given free tickets, nor did the haunt know they were coming. This is a true and accurate account of what they saw that night.
Love Clive.
Yeah, there you go. That was Clive. As she said, we love Clive. Bit of a smoker. Clive, he's a little raspy in the voice. But that's Clive. That's our caretaker. He's going to be doing a lot of announcements for us.
He speaks real easy, too.
Handling a lot of things. He's a very busy man.
Yes.
So we're not going to bother Clive anymore this evening. I just wanted to take this opportunity
to
introduce you to good old Clive. So as we get ready to kind of wrap things up here, the last thing we want to talk about is the new Where. We are going to be on YouTube. All of the videos will be exclusively on our YouTube page. So as this video is currently on our YouTube page, please make sure right now, as you're watching, to like and subscribe. And I know that some of you are watching that are not subscribing because the amount of people that watch is usually more than the amount of people that subscribe. So if you're one of those people that's watching it and you're not subscribed to it, I ask you, why are you doing that to us? Subscribe. Make this easier.
Then you don't miss anything.
All right? Well, I mean, you got to hit the notification bell and everything like that. I'm not even going to press you on that. Just subscribe. That's all you got to do. And we'll be happy with you, and Clive will be happy with you, and that's very important to keep keep
We gotta
Clive
keep
happy.
Clive happy.
No more lives for now.
No,
Maybe
no
in the
lives.
future. But right now, they're too risky, mainly for tech issues. We haven't really had too many people go off script too awfully much and go too
No.
crazy with it, but we have had a couple.
We do not have new equipment, which was still the problem with our lives at the end of the last time we were able to do this. So therefore, we're taking out the guesswork.
Yeah. We want to be tech issue free and not put out product that has those glitches that we had in the past with the live feeds. I love the interaction of the lives.
Yes.
I really do, and I will miss that aspect of it. But for now, until I am more sure in what our setup is and what our internet's better than what it used to be. But it's still sketch at times. And until all of that is more locked down than what it is, I want to stay away from the lives. I'd rather put out a clean product than I would a product that's glitchy, having issues in the middle of it, and everything else that we used to have to battle with some of the lives. Sometimes it worked magnificently, and there was no problems, and it was awesome.
And other times it was torturous.
And it was 50-50. You just never knew which way that bad boy was going to go.
Now, with us not being live, I do plan to be, and he will be on as much as he can if he's not working on Mondays when the videos released for Talking Scared, to be on live in the comments as you watch so we can still have that interaction.
Yeah. And yeah, so that's it. And no more Facebook page. That is gone. It's history. And we don't really have any intentions of bringing back a Facebook page. We do have the group over there, Haunted Honeymooners fans. You can make sure you join that group. We are going to post links over there. We're going to have different posts as to what's going on over there. So that will be another spot to keep up with us. And we might expand into maybe TikTok or Instagram in the future just to have some shorts, but that's down the road, and we're not really too worried about that moving forward as of right now. The last thing before we talk briefly about the new review system and how that's going to work, we might bring back an education in horror to some extent. It did have a lot better following on YouTube than what it did on Facebook. And so I don't know what the first topic's going to be.
Nope.
It's going to be something horrible.
We just discussed it right before this video.
We're getting away from the mainstream stuff. You're not going to learn about John Wayne Gacy and some of the other famous stuff. We're going to try and find
oversaturated.
It is. We're going to try and find the obscure stuff and put together a nice, clean presentation. We're going to try and keep it right at about the 30 to 45 minute mark with it. Clean, precise, catching, captivating story of some horrific thing that is going on in our world. Lord knows there's plenty to choose from.
There is.
Unfortunately. Maybe General Butt Naked would be a great start.
I was gonna say, maybe I can find you another warlord.
Well, no, you're not fucking conning me into any more interviews with warlords. At least not yet. Let me get my feet wet, okay? Let me get my feet wet. Let's talk about the new haunt system.
All right, let's find it. Alrighty.
All right. We're not going to drudge on about every single thing that is in here.
No.
The main thing that I just wanted to focus on is the
Our new
categories.
key focuses for our categories.
Yeah. The categories are a little bit different than what they were in the past. So the first one that we have is fear.
It wasn't the first one. Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
My bad.
So fear is going to, it's very, a lot of these are very self-explanatory.
Yeah.
But fear is, how scary, how fearful was this haunt? How much did it drive? How much did it get that heartbeat racing? So fear will be our first category. And
we're not rating it just on how scary versus how not scary it is. It's more on that scale of, is it average? Is it above average kind of thing too, with 5 being the fulcrum.
Yeah. The second category that we'll be rating stuff on is the immersion factor of it.
That one's big for us.
Yeah. How much did I feel like this was a real thing? Did I look up and see the rafters of the warehouse building that I'm in? Or did I feel truly enclosed and truly encapsed in this place that I'm in? Do the characters make sense for where they are?
Does the haunt make sense?
Does the haunt make sense for what it is? Is it a schoolhouse? Yet for some reason there's a circus in the middle of first grade class. That's the stuff that we're looking for with immersion. How much does it stick to its character? How much does it stick to its story? And how much does it make you truly feel that you're there? The next category is characters. Similar to our old actors category, but different.
It's different in a few ways.
Yes. So it's not just the actor, although the actor's portrayal of the character will have a big part of it.
Of course.
But it's also, did the character look good? Was the costuming right? Did the character make sense for where they were? It's going to have a lot more factors like that, and not look at it so much as a singular person acting, but did this character that they put into this spot, did it make sense for where it was? Did it look good?
Did the movements
make sense? And then obviously, did the actor carry the character and bring the character to life? A new category this year that I am excited about this year, just moving forward, I suppose, is do I feel ripped off? It is a simple yes or no. As far as the price of the haunt and what was delivered, did I walk out of there feeling ripped off? Hasn't happened a lot, but I have walked out of some haunts feeling ripped off before in the past.
What in the world?
Yeah, for sure. So that is a new one that I'm excited to be able, and a very simple one.
Yeah.
Just yes or no. Did I feel ripped off at this place?
Now, of course, we're going to tell you the reasoning why, but it's a simple yes or no.
So, and then of course we have our overall score, which is going to go over just the entire experience, top to bottom. How did we feel about this attraction? How did we feel about everything?
Was it fun? Was it scary? Was it immersive? Did we like this? Did we like that? The entire experience from start to finish. What stood out? Was there anything? Honestly, sometimes when we look at these, if we're having too good of a time, we'll look at them. Was there anything that did bother us?
So I think that gets everybody up to speed.
Yep.
That was a lot to go over, and hopefully not an incredibly long amount of time. Hope you enjoyed the new intro video. Trish worked very hard on that. That song is awesome, and we don't have to worry about copyright.
No, because I paid for it with AI.
Yeah, so there you go. That's where we are. That's what we're doing moving forward. We hope that a lot of you are going to be along.
There's a part 2 to that song that you'll hear at some point too.
At some point. We hope that you all are along for the ride. We hope that you're as glad to see us back as we are to be back, and we look forward to bringing a lot of new and exciting stuff for you, especially big focus on extreme haunts moving forward.
That is our passion. The more we do traditional haunts, the more that is our passion.
We're really going to focus on that, and that will even scream so much louder when we announce who our first guest is for Talking Scared. That's really where we are going to be headlining and focusing as much of our time and attention that we can is into these extreme.
Say nobody asked for this shit. I don't care. Just say something.
They don't.
It makes us feel good.
And we're even going to talk about that name that we haven't
This
talked
isn't a
about
review
before, because I love
I can say stuff like
shit
shit
right
it's
now.
okay.
Okay.
And we're gonna have
y'all have a wonderful, not shitty Halloween.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about him real soon. I'm excited. I can't wait. Oh yeah, he who shall not. I don't even like Harry Potter, but yeah, he who shall not be named
in the haunt community.
I'm gonna name him real soon. I'm excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But that's it for us.
Yep.
For now, Portals of Fear.
Really soon.
Going to be coming out ASAP. Hope you enjoy the new haunt reviews. Hope you enjoy Talking Scared in all of its newness and oldness.
And oldness combined.
Welcome back to you. Welcome back to us. It's been a long time.
And at the time this comes out, because it's only like an hour from now, happy anniversary.
Oh yeah, it is that time. Happy anniversary to us.
Which also means happy Halloween.
Yes, happy Halloween. Hope you got some fun plans for taking the kids out trick-or-treating. Maybe if trick-or-treating's wrapped up soon enough and we're able to get the kids to Grandma's house quick enough, we might even sneak off to a haunt. Well, where are we going? Oh, we don't do that anymore. We don't do it. It's a secret. Yep. No one knows.
We're just going to be there. And we're not going to be wearing logoed clothing, so don't try it.
No. But that's it. That's it for all of that, man. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Comment. Leave a comment. Say hello. Say goodbye. Say we're glad you're back.